Hey, let's talk about Berserk Chapter 386 while I've got some time. This chapter starts with Casca in Falconia looking at Griffith and this giant-ass tree that's name I can't remember in the background. Shirake is flying over Falconia and commenting on how, vast it is and kind of amazing. And Griffith's minions give him the update that basically everyone is submitting to Falconia except for the Kushan Empire. The Kushan Empire is kind of, as they say, resorting into bandits, but we know better. Griffith tells him, hey, it happens, and then he dismisses them away, and over here he's, daydreaming about guts, which is what Griffith does, apparently. He just can't stop thinking about guts. And then, Lord behold, we get the God Hand appearing for the first time in, a bagrillion years. The God Hand are mocking Griffith, basically telling him that he's the king of a dollhouse and that he could have done all this as an infant with some play toys, which is, kind of funny. A lot of people are really analyzing this, but I feel like the God Hand is an entire order based off hate and being mean and all this stuff. So it wouldn't really surprise me if the members were just kind of naturally overly critical and mean to each other all the time. So yeah, they're picking on Griffith. He's the newest member, and they're saying what he's doing isn't really evil, but I also kind of think coordinating a bunch of wars and all these things so people naturally die all the time is evil. It's something that we see a lot in the modern world, and Griffith's doing that, and they're no, this isn't evil enough. Slan's no, you should be having a sex cult. That would be super evil, So it's weird because you kind of see that the God Hand and Griffith don't exactly see eye to eye on what evil is. But Griffith casts them out because he's the only one there with a physical body, and in doing so kind of subconsciously protects Casca. Now, a lot of people think this is because Griffith has mental ties to Casca, which in order for him to become a God Hand, he had to give up. He had to sacrifice that. I think that he's doing this because when he becomes the Moonlight Boy, he goes to wherever Casca's at. So that kind of makes him vulnerable. I don't really want to give Griffith anything when it comes to him having some sort of emotional connection to anybody. But yeah, he involuntarily protects Casca. And my last thing I'm going to talk about here is I really liked the art in this page. It was very reminiscent of early Golden Age era Berserk art, which is something I haven't liked since the new team took over. But yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree, disagree, and I can't wait to read more Berserk with you guys.